I wouldn't celebrate just yet, you two. Dark Knight, my next challenge can be found beneath Elliott Memorial Hospital. Conveniently located for when you pass out due to mental exhaustion.
Mental exhaustion.
Hey, Bats. When did Catwoman get so cute? Must have been when I started looking out of your eyes, hmm?
Alfred, I'm heading to the movie studios. Prepare the analysis of the Arkham Knight stronghold on Founders Island. It's time we took the fight to them.
Very well, Sam. The Lion's Den awaits.
Talking about it by now. Just think. Robin's down there
Open.
right now, planning his life with Barbara. Probably thinking of names for all the little rug bats they'll have. What a lucky boy. She is so lovely. Although she's
Sir, how are you going to tell Master Drake about Barbara? He'll be devastated. He could do something dangerous.
I'm not. Not yet. I need him focused on the cure.
Sir, it was bad enough keeping Miss Gordon's abduction a secret. But this? It's wrong.
We have to make sacrifices, Alfred.
Consider those sacrifices wisely, sir. If he finds out she's gone and you didn't tell him, you will lose him forever.
Good to see you, Batman. I'm guessing this isn't a social call. Is it as bad as it sounds out there?
Worse.
But nothing you can't handle, right?
Sir, the long-range scanners have not been able to locate the cloudburst.
Deploy the Batwing and run a low-level thermal scan.
We can't, sir. Founders Island is protected by 2 radar towers connected to a long-range missile launcher. You won't be able to get the Batwing, or indeed the Batmobile, anywhere near there.
I can destroy the radar towers on foot, if we can just find a way to disable the drones protecting them.
Well, there is one possibility. I've identified a special drone that appears to be acting as a relay hub, managing all communications.
If I can get my hands on that drone, there's a chance we can reverse engineer the security protocols and give me a window to take out those radar towers.
A chance, perhaps, sir. But it sounds dangerous. Too dangerous.
It's the only way. I'll keep you updated.
I still haven't heard from Barbara.
Trust me, Robin. She's fine. I need you to focus on the cure.
You don't have to do this on your own, Bruce. I can help you.
It's under control. We need that antidote.
We're getting there. It won't be long now. Look, if you need help, you know where to find me.
I thought for sure you were going to tell him. Come clean like you did with Gordon. Ah, but you realized. Why break him now when we can crush him later? It's classic Joker. Something true. So, I've been rooting around in this bat-infested cave of a mind, and it seems like you actually believe this cure nonsense. Huh? Oh, Bruce. Forget about the cure. You just concentrate on taking out the Arkham Knight. It'll be your swan song. The last good thing you'll ever do.
Fought hard, Batman, but your search for the cloudburst is just beginning.
The relay chip will allow me to temporarily blind the drones. That should give me enough time to take out the 2 radar towers. I need to destroy the radar before the drone comes back online. That's the first radar tower dealt with.
Heard what the Knight said. The bat's coming. All units, we've lost radar coverage in Sector 1. Probable malfunction. I'm assigning tech now. Relay that order. It was Batman. Radar tower B, prepare yourselves. Out the target incoming. We do this right, we're in good with the Knight.
Oh, Bruce. I know how you feel about this Arkham Wallabat. The same way I feel about those cheap Joker knockoffs you've got at the movie studios. There can only be one Joker, Bats, and it's me. I mean, you.
I can use the remote hacking device to temporarily blind the sentry gun.
Massacre the lot of them and purify the gene pool.
Alfred, I've dealt with the radar.
Now there's just the trivial matter of a long-range missile launcher. Once it's been taken care of, I can deploy the Batwing to scan for the cloudburst.
I'm heading there now.
We've lost the second radar. He bypassed the sentry guns. How is that possible? Just keep the missile launcher in play. I control these skies.
Do you mourn Batman?
Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Len, he's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. So the Knight keeps telling us, you're all giving the Bat too much respect. You think he lasted this long on luck? Yeah, and it's about to run out. Well, you had enough yet, punk? Speak up, weekend. Listen up, I'm getting a signal here. It may be the Batman. Keep your eyes open while I try to get a lock. Damn it. Signal's gone. He could be anywhere. Stay alert, everyone. This thing actually works. I'm trying to lock onto his signal's gone. Damn it. Report in, all of you. Roger. Copy. Copy that. Where are the others? Man down! I'm picking up the signal again. I've lost the signal. Is it Batman? Let's see. Blood choked, still breathing, no bullet wounds. Yeah, we're dealing with the Bat. I didn't hear a thing. Whoa. Leave him! Leave him! He went this way! The hell? Signal's back! Hell. It's Batman! He's still... Whoa! No! Gamma 4 status. Gamma 4, do you copy? Sir, he's going for the defense shield.
The armor on that missile launcher will be too thick for me to penetrate. I need something with a little more punch. First, I need to lower the defense shield.
Alfred, I need you to lower the bridges.
Of course, sir. I see you're making full use of the Batmobile's remote guidance system.
Sir, Batman's lowering all 3 bridges into Founders Island. He's bringing the car to destroy the missile launcher. Deploy Strike Team Delta to target location now. Yes, sir. What about the Batmobile? Activate the Cobra Squadron. Run it into the ground. Cobra tank down. Holding formation. There's a whole world of hurt coming your way, Batman! Drone offline. 2 Cobras inbound. What's Delta's status, Sergeant?
I need to
Inbound,
destroy
sir.
the Cobra
About
tanks,
2 clicks
and then
south of
take out
target
the missile
location.
launcher.
We've lost the Cobra. Maintaining search pattern. We know where you are, Batman. You're not getting out of that control room alive. Cobra to respond. Was enough. We lost him, sir. Nothing here. Our time will come. We'll drag his corpse through these streets. He wiped out the drone unit and Drescher. Strike Team Delta deployed. They're heading to target location. You're trapped, Dark Knight. You put up a good fight, but now you lose.
Time to take out the missile launcher.
Rooftops clear. Target's in the control room. Moving into secure. Hold off, Lieutenant. He's mine.
You got me. Okay, I give up.
Where'd he go? Raise the defense shields. Keep all access points covered.
Oh, seriously? He heard you boys coming from a mile away. Those pointy ears aren't just for show, you know.
Sir, the launcher is secure. As long as we control the skies, he'll never find it. Good. Are we still on schedule? We're entering the final phase. Your patience will be rewarded soon.
There's no way he got out. We had the door covered.
Arrow was...
Who are you?
Not yet, Dark Knight. You're finished.
Try and hurt me now. We're suffocating down.
Batman. Prepare to die. Look out! Catch!
The Arkham Knight. Tell me you have a name.
I don't, sir. Of the few Arkham Asylum patients who weren't recaptured and sent to Arkham City, none appear capable of organizing and leading such an assault.
He's not a ghost, Alfred. He's got training and a grudge. Widen the search to include anyone ever committed to Arkham because of me.
Sir?
You heard me.
That's a great many individuals, sir.
I know, Alfred. I'm trusting you to narrow it down. Alfred, the Arkham Knight's missile launcher is destroyed. I'm calling in the Batwing to start searching for the cloudburst. Upload the results to the clock tower once it's complete.
Okay, now we're done playing soldiers, let's have some real fun. We'll take turns. You do a little bit of, I don't know, crime scene investigating, or some of Riddler's OC delightful scavenger hunt, and I'll do... some hit and runs in the Batmobile.
Laszlo Valentine. He's killed 6 people, Alfred, but no more. It's time to pay a visit to his beauty parlor.
Be careful, sir. The man is unhinged, even by Gotham standards.
Let's got a tank. Scarecrow's got lots of tanks. Where's my tank? It ain't fair, I'm telling you.
Got Batman on my tail. I need backup here now. Keep following me and this won't end well for you. It's Batman!
Riddler, tell me everything.
Screw you!
Let's try that again.
Okay, I'll talk. Here he is! Say goodnight, Batman!
We're gonna mess you up!
You're done here, Valentine. Let them go.
Oh, no. Pig not ready yet. She's all unique and wrong. All messed up, inside out. Pig, make her better. Pig, make all of us better.
It's over.
But Pig can fix you too. Make you perfect, like the others.
You're insane.
And what are you?
I'm here to stop you.
Bad. Pig is like clay. Pig is like God. Pig is here to fix us all. That's it, my darling. Show him how perfect you are. He can make you invincible. Perfect and invincible. Dolatron feel no pain. Rise up, my precious. He cannot keep you down.
It's like they're immune to pain. I need to make sure they stay down.
Oh, Daddy, what you're made of. For you, bat. Coming to make you perfect. Pig make you one of. Stop! That's it! And proud! Oh, my darling! Make makes you the prettiest of them all.
Batman, please! Where are you taking me? Pig, go back to his stuff.
I'm taking you where you won't be able to hurt anyone else. I'll make sure of it.
Pig doesn't hurt. Pig heals. Pig fixes. My Dollartron's heart works hard.
Those people are living a fate worse than death.
Not death. Pig makes life worth living.
And the ones you murdered?
Too broken for Pig to make better. Too imperfect. They make Mother angry. Make Pig feel sick.
Those things you couldn't change. It's how I identified the bodies. It's how I caught you. It's why you failed.
No, not fail. Oh.
Out you go, Valentine.
Don't lock Pig away. Mother won't be pleased. Pig, not good enough. Oh, never good enough. So close. Until you stopped me, I can do better. So much better. It could have been so perfect.
Now old Pig Face here. Total lunatic. Far too good for this place. Don't worry.
Thought you might be missing me, Bruce. I've got one of Penguin's trucks. It's down a back alley near Salvation Bridge.
Thanks, Dick. I'll track it on foot. Get ready to meet... me at the weapons cache when I've located it.
kill you.
I'm gonna count to 1, and then I get mad.
I'll talk! God, I'll talk!
You've been very helpful. They'll see me if I try and follow the truck in the Batmobile.
Hate to bring down the Bat.
I'll tell you when it happens. So far, he's given everyone the slip.
Doesn't make any sense. Tanks, drones, heavy weapons. Is Bat... What the hell? Who's out there? Oh, crap! Drive! Drive! Batman! Guys, Batman! He's tailing us! Hold it! Try to lose him! I'm trying! Put your foot down! He's gaining on us! Nobody said anything about the Bat showing up! Anyone see the Bat? I can't see anything! I don't see him either. You think we lost him? I don't know. Keep looking! Those things.
Good until you called. Why am I hearing your bloody voice?
It's Batman.
Ah, what now?
They found us.
Why are you so sodding useless?
Sorry, boss.
Oh, that's all right then. Apology accepted.
Really?
No, not really. He's already got 2 of my caches. If he gets number 3, your family jewels are coming off. Now lose him!
It's clear. I think we lost him.
Thank God. Get a move on before he finds us again.
You're taking us to the drop-off, right? Sure am. We might not get another chance. Told you I could shake him.
So much for the Bat. He never had a chance.
It's like I said, the Bat's lost his touch. We got nothing to worry about.
Penguin has a stockpile of arms near the fish market in Drescher. Same drill as before.
You got it.
wind blowing through your ears.
Eat me.
Hey, pipe down, boys.
Hope you're bulletproof.
Rhetorical. You been sleeping with a dictionary or something?
Prime loot to be done out there.
Yeah, well, I'll be sure to put in a complaint when the boss comes back.
Just saying.
Admit it, Bruce. You're having fun.
I won't be satisfied until I bring Penguin to justice.
I can imagine Penguin's not too happy with us right now. Can only have a couple of these weapon caches left.
Keep looking. Let me know as soon as you find anything.
Of course. I wouldn't miss seeing the look on his face for the world.
I'm sending you the location of a militia APC, sir. They think they own these roads. They're wrong.
chases down another lieutenant. Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
There's two ways we can do this. Both hurt.
I'll tell you everything.
Good.
This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
The preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore. Another racetrack detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you had on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design. I control these. That ceiling applies 300 dead vats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself. I built this course in a sewer, Detective. You needed the home team advantage. Onward, Batman! Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop? Very good, Dark Knight. Again! Careful now, Batman. You didn't go to all the trouble of painting that thing just the right shade of black in order to scuff it. Is it a car? Is it a tank? Who cares? Soon it'll be scrap. Have you noticed, Batman? The walls of inevitability are closing in. it. I'm cranking it up. 500 dead bats of pressure. You know, I think the wheels on that thing might actually be as thick as your skull. Feeling claustrophobic, Detective? Get ready for the final lap. What a fitting end for you, Detective. A stain on my floor. You'll be cracked, flattened, pulverized. Any second now. It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure. Oh, dear. That would have injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick. Enough! Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon.
Oh, good. The fun part. And here we go.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions. I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana.
This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
Oh, Detective, I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Oh dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. That's two down, Detective. Be careful of the death trap en route to the next one. The only mammals capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrel. Good work, Detective. You are literally as capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. The next key awaits you.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Can you trust him, Cat?
Okay. Time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh good, more fun.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Selena's waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Miss Kyle.
Batman showed up. I'm getting that.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Hey, don't shove.
The counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Move over, would you?
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness, you figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key and be on your way. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities. Where that came from, Batman. I've built a highly efficient production line. Battle combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me after. Thank me. You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally? After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
Great news, Bats. I was just hanging out now.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
Talia al Ghul. Don't worry. I asked, and she's totally cool with...
Back up! It's the bat!
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective. Ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water, like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Well done, Detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. That's one Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. Look at you, Detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. You know, Detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, Detective. I have no doubt. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friends? Destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Struggling, Detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. This is why my projections were off. I'd failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, Detective. I will recalculate post-haste. Detective, since that car is quite clearly an extension of your ego, I thought you'd take better care of it. detective, or those blades will open up the car like a tin can. You being the expired hunk of stale meat inside. Keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Oh, this is too tense to watch. Thank goodness I'm recording it for...
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key. Well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
I have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities, marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Selina's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
You see what that thing does to cars? I ain't... Go, go! Who the hell invited...
back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head
Hello
explodes.
again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
The gap in the wall? I could reach it with a pounce.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls?
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist. Twist.
Nearly there, Selena.
Done on this side.
For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
You spoil me. Here you go.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
When I get out of here, I'm sticking this collar around Eddie's neck.
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ronalop Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up. But just be careful while you do it, okay?
This is your chance with Catwoman, Patsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage. That sure spells romance to me. Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph, so I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure. You're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, detective. My masterpiece. My enigma resistant. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Tutoberg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. To clarify, Detective, this bit is not the surprise. Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here! I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Farewell, Dark Knight. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now.
Controlling mechanism.
You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Oh, dear. That would have injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick. Goodbye. Stop not dying! Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. You did it. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them, after all.
Okay, almost there.
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl,
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam.
To take my final
exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Do you have a photographic memory detector? Because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
Oh, crap! It's my man! Get us out of here! All units respond! We have a code red! Who sets fire to a fire station? I don't know.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
Not yet, Batman. You're lacking something. And I don't just mean basic intelligence.
Basic intelligence.
No, Batman. For once, you are physically under-equipped as well as mentally. You had a gadget in Arkham City. Where is it? I charge you with bringing it. Bring it.
I'm heading to the clock tower, Alfred. Upload the data from the Batwing as soon as the analysis is complete.
Very well, sir.
I've seen a couple of prison riots in my time, but this is way better.
Identity confirmed.
Alfred, pull up the footage from the Batwing's onboard scanner.
Certainly, sir. As you can see, the Batwing has completed an orbital sweep of Founders Island, but there's still no sign of the cloudburst. I will, of course, let you know when the situation changes, but one moment, sir. I'm receiving an emergency broadcast from the movie studios.
Batman, I hope you can hear this. The movie studios are under attack. Robin is in trouble.
Listen to me very carefully. You need to lock down that room. We can't let the infected get out.
Of course. Tell me when.
Henry!
That's enough from you! Well, look who's too late to save the day. How's it going
Harley Quinn.
So you do remember me. That's weird, because you killed the only thing I ever loved. And now I find you've been keeping a whole new generation of Jokers to yourself. I know. Awkward.
Don't do it. They're not stable.
Oh, they're not stable? Maybe you want to take a look in the mirror sometime.
Alfred, I need to get to the movie studios.
Please be quick, sir. Miss Quinn is clearly volatile. Robin may be in serious danger.
Oh, Batman, you've barely begun to solve my conundrums.
Oh, I told you we should have butchered that bunch of second-rate tribute acts. They better not kill Robin Bats. I had the idea first.